transitions between handle grip and fiber grip. In this tutorial I want to give you some ideas on how to switch from handle grip to fiber grip, and the next tutorial a few examples how to get the handle back after you did some fiber grip stuff. Once again, if I do something with my hand on the sofa side, you can follow along with your right hand. If I use my hand on the dragon tree side, you can follow along with your left hand. So, how to switch from handle grip to fiber grip? Pretty easy. Anytime and everywhere around your body where you get to this position, where you have one hand on the handle and the other hand on the fibers, you can choose how to continue. If you want to go on lacing, or if you will want to go into fiber grip stuff. By this little example, you may have noticed already, there's a switching hands involved. So maybe you started by lacing with your dominant hand, you get to here, let go of the handle, start spinning, oops, it's your non-dominant hand. Simple solution, practice both hands. That transitions between fiber grip and handle grip involve, or a lot of these transitions involve switching hands. Is one of the reasons why I always preach practice both hands. Of course, when you start with your dominant hand, end up spinning with your non-dominant hand, you can always add an extra spin, some extra move to get the whip back into your dominant hand. Or you switch hands before, do some lacing, do a hand off somewhere, and you can do the coolest transition that you have with your dominant side. But if you depend on this, you're limited. And what you want ultimately is just freedom of flow, and that you can only achieve if you practice both hands, and then it doesn't matter anymore where you start and which hand is on your whip. So, after this little sermon, a few examples. First one, start with the handle in your sofa side hand, grab the fibers with the other hand, and the easiest way is just let the handle drop and you start spinning. In this case, it's spinning inwards, so the whip is coming down the center line, going up on the outside. Just once again, this position, both hands in a forwards grip, a forwards handle grip where the fibers come out with the thumb side, a forwards fiber grip where the handle end comes out at the thumb side, thumbs facing each other. Pretty simple, just let the handle drop and spin inwards. Same thing, other hand. So you got the handle in your dragon tree side hand, other hand on the fibers, let the handle drop, start spinning inwards again, down your center line and up on the outside. When you are in this position and you did some movement and here you stop, at this point where you stop, you can choose whatever direction you want. So the first and easiest one was just let the handle drop down to spin on a vertical plane. But you can also do the other direction and just choose any kind of angle that you want. So just the other direction. In this position, then you just push the handle up and you spin outwards, coming up your center line and down on the outside. Just once again, you're in this position, push the handle up and you're spinning outwards towards the dragon tree. Other hand, same thing. From here, you just push the handle up and you're spinning outwards, this time towards the sofa, but again, up your center line, down on the outside. Once again here, push up and spin outwards. Same thing for horizontal planes. So when you're here, starting again with the sofa side hand, you can go into a horizontal spin just by pushing the handle to the front. So when you're facing me, you mirror me, you just push your handle towards the screen, towards me, and you can go into any kind of horizontal spinning. Just once again, handle push it to the front and go into horizontal spinning, whatever horizontal spinning you can do already. Other hand, same thing. This position, handle in the dragon tree side, push to the front and you're spinning in a horizontal plane the other direction. And again, push to the front and you're in a horizontal plane. I said you can always do both directions, so if you can push to the front, then you can also push behind. There are two options. One is where you stay in front. Grab the whip a little shorter, maybe that your handle can pass along your belly. So you're here, your hand moves backwards towards your belly button and across, and pushes the handle across, and you can spin on a horizontal plane just under your arm or go into a corkscrew above your arm, wherever you want and whatever you can do already. So once again, from here, handle on the sofa side, going here towards you, past your belly, pushing to a horizontal plane. Once again, push, and there you're spinning on a horizontal plane. On the side, get your handle, moving towards your belly button and across, and you're on your horizontal plane. From here towards your belly button and across, and you're spinning whatever you want here. And the fast one, just push, and there you are. The second way is to go behind. So from here, you just push the handle, maybe take the whip a bit longer. You push behind, just some kind of a body wrap, or a bit deeper, leg wrap, and you can just go here around your body, like this. Around your legs, like so. Same thing with the other hand. Push towards your back, around your torso. Just wrap like this, or wrap around your legs. These were just a few examples what you can do when you got in this staff-like position in front of you. But you can go into FiberWhip stuff from just everywhere where you're lacing around you. So for example, you're lacing around your legs from here, and there you go into some horizontal spinning. This time I started with the handle on the dragon tree side. So here to here, push behind and go into a horizontal spin. I'll show this one from behind. So here, from there, and push into a horizontal spin. Same thing with the other hand, lacing around your legs. Go to a position behind your legs and push around into your FiberWhip spinning. From this lacing, wrap the fibers here into the horizontal spinning. Once again, here from the back, from behind, into here, push, and I'm trying hard not to hit my table. Just another example for behind the back. Starting again with the sofa side hand, here behind your back, and you can, when you just let your handle drop, you can go into spinning behind your back, or if you turn a little towards the dragon tree side, you're spinning backwards. Once again, lacing, get to here, let the handle drop, and go into spinning behind your back, or the other option, you let the handle drop at the same time, you turn a little towards the dragon tree side, so handle in the sofa side, turning towards the dragon tree, and then you're spinning backwards. This one from behind, so lacing, get to here, just let the handle drop and turn a bit towards the dragon tree, and you're spinning backwards. Or you can do some lacing, get to here, drop the fibers, or drop the handle, and just spin behind your back, if you can do this already. That takes some practice to get clean playing behind your head. Other side, handle in the dragon tree hand, some lacing, dropping the handle or just letting the handle drop, turning towards the sofa and spinning backwards. Let the handle drop or just spin behind your head, behind your back. Once again from here with turning a little towards the sofa, we're spinning backwards. Just one side ahead, showing from behind. Some lacing, you're here, drop the handle, turn towards the sofa, spinning backwards. From your lacing, drop the handle, turn towards the sofa, spinning backwards. Or if you don't turn, come from here, drop the handle, and you're spinning behind your head. And at that point, when you're spinning behind, then you can go into this stall that I did at the beginning. Other side as well, just the stall back. All directions. So from this thing behind, we are just letting the handle drop. As the other direction, you can give the handle a little push. Make sure you get past your elbow and don't hit your elbow there. And you push it up and pull the hand a little bit out around you. Turn again towards the sofa when you start with the handle of the sofa hand. So from here, you're just spinning backwards again. There you go. Something from behind. So, got your handle in the hand on the sofa side. Push up a little, turn towards the sofa, and you're spinning backwards. Pushing up, and you're spinning backwards. It's a bit tricky if you have not much experience in boy-like stuff or rope-dart stuff. This may be a bit too advanced, but just to give you an idea what you can do. Same thing with the handle and the dragon tree side hand. So from here, pushing up, now turning towards the dragon tree, pushing up, and there you're spinning backwards. From here, pushing up, there you're spinning backwards. Come from releasing, push the handle up, turn towards the dragon tree, and you're spinning backwards. From here, pushing up, there you go. These were just a few examples just to give you an idea that everywhere around you, where you have two hands on your whip, you can switch from your lacing and from your handle grip stuff into fiber grip. But it involves switching hands, so practice both hands and keep flowing.